Now that we got the serious stuff out of the way, all the facts and all of our opinions, it's time for the reason y'all listen to the show. It's time for a Josh, Adam, and James mess around, where we ditch the facts and dive straight into some BS. And starting number one, we've got a great segment for you. Josh, let the people know what we got on deck.
Yes, sir. So, NFL draft tomorrow. And if you're a big fan, you're probably having a party. You're inviting some people over. You're wearing your jerseys. You're super excited about what your team's going to pick until they pick them. And then you get super upset. And then you realize that player's good. And then you're. I saw someone get mad that they drafted Josh Allen, like a Bills fan.
Oh,
turns out he's like the best
I saw that
fan
same
ever.
thing. It was like someone, it was Pat Mahomes too. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, it's just cracks out. You just never know. So yes, you're having your friends over, all that stuff. And what do? You got to provide the food. Everybody's got to bring something. But we're going to tell you what to bring based on our draft picks. We're going to be drafting draft party appetizers. I know it's a tongue twister, so we're going to do 4 rounds of this. The order is going to be Adam, then me, and then James. And it's going to be a snake draft where James gets to draft again at the end of this. And we have them up on the screen. So here we go, Adam. First round, first overall. What appetizer are you bringing?
Dude, this is the worst time to have the number 1 overall pick because there's so many good ones here. And I just have to go with something that's had my heart and probably hurting it a little bit too every time I eat it. I'm going with nachos, number 1 overall. There's so many good variables that you can do with it. So I'm thinking of the best way that I like it. So nachos, number 1 overall for me.
That's a solid pick. You really could go in many different variations there. So you're right there. That's a good one. I'm going to go with the staple here. Come on. I can't believe you let this guy slip to the 2nd overall pick. But I'm going chicken wings, chicken strips. That's a staple. You can do boneless wings, fried wings, grilled wings, all the different sauces. Just what a good player to build your team around. He's solid. He can hold it down. He's the real meat in the middle that you want. That's what I'm starting with.
I thought about that. I was like, I can put chicken on nachos though, so it kind of works out.
No, that was a good one, Josh. You actually took my pick, so good on you. I thought that for sure chicken wings was going to be the first pick overall. He crushed the combine and just really did great in his interview. So I'm going to have to go with this is actually kind of hard. For me personally, I'm a huge mozzarella sticks fan. Huge. However, I don't know if he's a first-round pick. So I'm speaking of meat in the middle. Let me get some sliders over here because it's not specific, and I feel like there's so much you can do with that. He's a real gadget player. You can move him around on the inside, on the outside. You can put him in the backfield. Let's go sliders, number 1 pick. And while we're on just absolute dynamic food items, to start the 2nd round, I have got to do one for my wife and take the buffalo chicken dip. Buffalo chicken dip, starting off the 2nd round.
Biscuit.
Yep. Slight sleeper. Everybody thought he was going to get taken at the very end of the 1st round, but he slips in. James, the King Dingles have a pretty good little situation going on here with the sliders and the buffalo chicken dip.
I'm going to use James's thought process here. And I want a guy that's adaptable, kind of like a Travis Hunter, can play both sides of the ball. And I'm going with charcuterie board with my 2nd pick because there were like 100 different meats, 100 different crackers, 100 different cheeses. You just don't know, what's coming out next. So I'm going with the charcuterie board for my 2nd overall pick.
Especially for those of you that don't know my wife. Josh has had many a charcuterie board that she's made. It can be anything. It's great.
Agreed.
Now for my 2nd pick, you always need a little bit of spice in the locker room. Someone that's got a little attitude, typically a wide receiver, but also has like a kind of like a melting inside. He's just good for the team. I'm going to go with jalapeno poppers. Josh knew where I was going with it. Jalapeno poppers will indeed be my 2nd overall pick. And we're going to keep the theme going with some fried foods. And I absolutely love fried pickles. But I'm going with mozzarella sticks. Come on, Josh. You're a little too quick on the board there. No, I love, love, love mozzarella sticks. And I actually tried buffalo mozzarella sticks for the first time a couple weeks ago. Holy crap, what a combination. Got the spice, got the cheese, got the fried, dip it in some ranch. So, mozzarella sticks is number 3 for me.
It's funny you said I was quick on the draw, but you left that guy there. It's like, why didn't you draft him? And we're going to keep the fried stuff going. I'm going fried pickles. Again, just the opportunity. You can do fried spears, fried chips. You just have options there. And a little bit of ranch dipping sauce, that slaps. So I'm taking fried pickles with my third pick.
Spears are the way to go. Absolutely. I've had that in Savannah a few times, and the spears are absolutely the way to go for fried pickles.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those are
100%.
wild the first time you have them. It's like watching the toilet spin the opposite direction, just throws you for a loop. But you're like, "What? This is a thing?" You guys you guys have some good picks. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm loving sitting in the third hole here, doing my double picks because I have just the talent that is falling to me is beyond recognition. All right, I got a guy here. Some might say, he probably should have gone a little bit further down. And, maybe this is a little bit of a reach now, but I know how good this guy's going to be. He's a little bit of a sleeper. A lot of people don't know about this, but when they get on it, they're on it. Let me get pepperoni bread to end out the third round here. Pepperoni bread is garlic bread with a little bit of surprise in the middle, some pepperoni, and then you got a little dipping sauce on the side. You know what it is? It's the heart. It is the heart of the team, and he's going to really be a leader for us. Speaking of a little bit of surprise inside, to go with, this is some defense right here, all right? These guys, they're just wrapped around anything that you put on that outside. They're just going to wrap them up in a blanket. Pigs in a blanket. Look at what we got here to start off the fourth round. Let's go.
No, I like that. I like that. Definitely a good final 2 picks for you, James, to wrap out your draft party appetizers. But I think, this is a sleeper, almost like equivalent to Brock Purdy getting drafted last overall. Most of the time you go to a party, not everybody grabs food and sits down right away. There's kind of a process. Maybe grab a couple beers, play some beer pong, walk around a little bit, and there's something you're doing that whole time. You're doing quick little food drive-bys, and you're grabbing a little bit of chips, and you're dipping it in either guacamole or salsa.
Oof.
That's like one of the ultimate finger foods. So I'm going to wrap out my hearty meal selection here with a little bit of chips and salsa.
I like
Hardy
that pick.
har har.
I like that pick, buddy. That is definitely a good way to start off any tailgating party. Well, I'm going to wrap up with my 4th pick. Now, I was thinking about it. I got some main players,
Yeah,
right?
you do.
Nacho,
Yeah, you do.
jalapeno poppers, mozz sticks. But you need your position players, right? You need your guys, your key role players that come in for the certain situations. I gotta go with fries, dude. It's freaking
Oh,
French fries, fried potatoes. You can't beat it. They're the perfect side for almost anything you're doing. To go with the sliders, to go with the pigs in a blanket, go with the pepperoni bread. It doesn't matter. They go with anything. So fries are going to be my 4th and final pick to wrap up my appetizer draft.
See, Adam, I almost went fries, but I thought about their play, and they're really a first half player. They're good in the first half. By the time the second half comes around, they're soggy, they're losing form, they're getting
Yeah.
sloppy,
Yep.
and it just doesn't hold. So that's why I passed on them and took chips, because you have the chips and salsa separate, no chance of sogginess. The chips, they stay crisp throughout the whole time, and you can make them soggy
Have
with
you
the
ever been to a
salsa.
party where the salsa or the guac's on the chips? I guess nachos. Never mind.
Yeah.
and I
take
don't
it
know
all.
about you guys, but I'm on my phone right now. I'm actually texting the agent for the Southwest Egg Rolls and seeing what it's going to take for getting him to come over to my team and sign as a free
NIL
agent.
money.
Yeah, right. What will it take to get you to leave Tennessee?
That is the I think the sleeper left on the board. Onion rings. I'd more rather have a couple of those with a burger, but not really like I want to eat those at an appetizer. Pretzels with beer cheese. If you just want like gas the rest of the party, you can load up on the beer cheese.
I think that fits into your first round thing too, because the beer cheese starts to kind of like the first
yeah.
Gets a
first
little,
half. It's
the
pretty
weird
good,
hard
but-
layer on top that
Yeah.
looks like film.
and the pretzels start to get a little like almost stale-ish if they've been
Yeah.
out for a bit.
No, I
Yeah.
think that's a good. I think that was good. Let's run through our picks real quick. Adam, do you have your four lined up and ready?
Yes, sir. I
Read them
got
off.
nachos, followed by jalapeno poppers, some mozz sticks, specifically buffalo style, my new favorite way to eat mozzarella sticks. And I finish it off with my key player and my key, anyway, you know what I'm talking about, fries. Thank you.
Yes, sir. And for me, I got chicken wings, chicken strips. Second overall, I took my charcuterie board. And then I got my fried pickles and wrapping it up with some chips and salsa and or guacamole. James, what are your four delicious team members?
Chicken wing, bacon macaroni. That's what it sounded like when you started. And also, I don't know if you get heard this, but when you go back and listen to it, Adam says jalapeno popper. So funny. He's like jalapeno popper. Like he gets nasally when he goes to the popper part. And
He's
I was
just trying
just
to-
like, you've
he's
been hanging out
just
with Tom
trying to-
a lot.
He's trying to be on brand. He's trying to sound a little Hispanic.
Yeah, right.
You got it.
Jalapeno popper. All
You
right,
got
for
it,
me, first round I took the sliders. Immediately started off the second round with a bang with the buffalo chicken dip. Then got the heart of my team with the pepperoni bread, and then locked down corners on the outside and the pigs in a blanket.
Well, good picks, gentlemen. Hopefully, you have a draft party and we can all eat this delicious food. But we're going to switch it up here. We're going to play a little guessing game. And because we have the NHL playoffs going on, the game is going to be this. I am going to describe a team based on off kind of adjectives describing what the team might represent. And Adam and James are going to have to try to guess which team I'm referring to. So you each get to try to guess it. The first one that gets to guess it gets the point. There are 5 of them, so hopefully there'll be a winner. Basically a game of 5 series right now. I'm going to start reading. I'm going to read the first clue, and then I'm going to wait a little bit, read the second clue, and then carry on from there until someone gets it. So are you ready?
Let's do it.
Do it.
NHL team guessing game.
Hey.
Here we go. Number 1. The word is born. Number 2, we have West.
Is it the Wild?
It is the Wild. James gets the first one.
What? Born Wild?
Born
Yeah,
to be
right.
wild, wild, wild west.
Born to be
I
wild.
can't. They're really easy if I get too specific, so I had to make it a little off. All right, next one up. Brad Pitt.
Is it the Pittsburgh Penguins?
LA Kings.
Lamar Jackson. Patrick Mahomes.
Dallas Stars.
Adam gets it.
Oh,
Let's go, Adam.
Nice.
Let's go.
That was a good one.
All right, third one up here. Boat. Reef. Dock.
Carolina Hurricanes?
Water.
The Canucks?
No.
Adam, are you looking at a list of NHL teams right now, you cheater?
Yep. I don't know all of them.
Let's go again. Boat. Reef.
Okay. San Jose Sharks.
Nope.
What?
You're getting closer. They're warmer. Boat. Reef. Dock. Water.
Boat Reef. Dock.
Islanders.
Yep. The New York Islanders.
Nice.
That one was hard to not get specific on. I was like, how do I keep it general but get it? So right now, James has 2, Adam has 1. If James gets 1 more, he wins the series, and the last one will be for fun. So the next one, then the first clue is Masters. The second clue is Suit.
LA Kings?
No. So we have Masters, Suit. The third clue is Smurfs.
The Blues.
Close.
Warm.
Wait,
Last one is-
Masters. What is it?
The last one is Wasp. We have Masters, Suit, Smurfs, and Wasp. Can Adam stay alive, or is James going to take it?
Is it the? It's not the Sabres, right?
No, makes no sense.
Anaheim Ducks?
Nope.
Taking a guess.
Masters. Think golf.
Yes.
Masters. Then think about a suit. Then think about Smurfs. And then a wasp.
Small green Georgia.
Is it the Toronto Maple Leafs?
No.
I don't know.
How
I'm
did
just
you get that?
I'm so.
Are we forfeiting?
No.
No.
Say it
no.
one more time.
All right.
It's not the Senators.
No. Masters. Think golf.
Yeah.
Suit. Like SUIT.
Yeah.
Smurfs. Think about the color. And then wasp.
Wasp is really throwing me off.
Yeah.
What's another name for a wasp?
B, Georgia. That's where the Masters is.
All right,
Georgia.
this one's getting forwarded. It's the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Oh, it's
God.
like a hornet. I was like, it's a hornet.
Yeah, so I went Masters because you get a jacket if you win.
Oh,
Suit
yeah.
because it's another clue for jackets. Smurf is blue. Wasp is yellow jacket.
Yeah, those are actually really good now that it is said, but
Dude, the Blue Jackets aren't even on this list.
The Columbus
yeah, they
Blue
are.
Jackets.
Yeah, they are. It's just you don't know what the logo is. It's a star with like a little swoop around it.
The little swoop.
Little swoof. All right, so
Oh,
it's
that was
2-1. James is 2-1. We're gonna finish on a tie, or James is gonna beat you 3-1. First clue: coffee.
Seattle Kraken.
No.
Nice. That was actually a decent guess though, because that's where coffee. For those
Decent
of you who don't
guess.
know, that's the originator. That's where Starbucks was.
Yeah. Second clue is
born.
beer.
Boston Bruins.
There it is. It's a tie game.
Nice.
Let's do a tiebreaker. You got one in the bag?
I do not want him in the bag, so it's just going to be a tie. Because
I'll take it. I'll
I
take
put
it.
5 on the board, hoping one of you guys would do 3 and the other would do 2.
Dude, Blue Jacket. That was. It makes sense.
It
but
makes
Yeah.
sense after you
I
say
do.
it.
Well,
Yeah.
When you look at the teams, I had to go so off the board to get like describe it but not describe it. The last clue for Boston was going to be Mac Wabbig, so I was going to be really nailing home there.
Bruin coffee. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, so Bruin. All right, cool. That is the NHL guessing game. That one was fun. So we'll do it with NFL teams and other teams, etc.
GG games. GG.
GG. Good job.
GG.
Tie game. Next time we'll break it. James, I'm gonna throw it to you.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little Family Feud, and I went and found some real Family Feud questions. So hopefully you haven't heard them that are sports related. So obviously there's gonna be a couple answers here. You need to get it's whichever one of you guys gets the number one answer or closest to the number one answer. So let's go ahead and get into it. Name a I'm sorry. If you know what it is, just say the answer because there's only 2 of you, so I'll have to decide which one of you guys said it first.
All right, what are we gonna do for like recording score? Are you handling on that?
I can record the score, yeah, because I can just type it right here.
Perfect. I just want to focus on winning, so I don't want to have to worry about stats.
I have like 11 here, but I don't think I'm going to read them all. I'm just going to give you guys. I have enough to like do tiebreakers or whatever.
Let's go for 7.
Okay.
7-game
Cool.
series.
You
First
ready?
and fourth.
7-game
Yes, sir.
series. Name a professional sport where the players make a lot of money.
Baseball. MLB.
All right. That is not the number one answer, but Josh, you did win that one. It is football, number one answer for 29 points. However, baseball is the number 2 answer. So Josh,
What was basketball?
number 3 answer.
The baseball players make more than
29, 27,
NFL
24.
I just think about
but
Juan Soto.
baseball do make the most, but it's what people will say.
Well, people
That's
are
the
stupid.
Hey. Name a place that always has a long bathroom line.
The bar.
Ooh, that was exactly the same. This is what I'm going to ask. Josh, since you have 1 point, I'll let you be the decider here. Do you want to keep bar or guess something else? I will not tell you where bar is. And if you say you want to keep bar, Adam, you get to choose something else.
No, because I said bar first.
No, you didn't. You guys said it at the exact same time.
I'm keeping bar.
Adam, what is your secondary option?
Sporting event.
Adam has the number one answer with sporting event at 28 points.
I was gonna say halftime sporting event, but I didn't know if it'd be that because that's when it's the worst.
That was actually perfect.
So bar was 2.
Bar was 3. Concert was number 2.
Oh, son of a biscuit.
All right. Name something an athlete might break.
Leg.
Adam?
Arm. Wrist.
That is the same as a leg.
Do you want me to, Adam?
You
can
can't
have,
do
Adam
another
can have
body
that.
part. That's
Adam,
no, body
Adam
part
can have,
is
Adam can have
is-
body part. I'll guess a different one.
No, you didn't say it at the same time. So Adam, you have to give me an answer that is not already taken.
That might break.
An athlete might break. Yes.
I know the number one answer in my head right now.
The bank.
That is not an answer. So Josh got the number one answer. It is a bone or a body part.
The next answer is probably record, right?
Yes, it is record.
That's what I wanted to say. Damn, I would have given you the number one answer, Adam.
Yeah. You got lucky by a technicality. Let's see. Name something you might see a commercial for during a baseball game.
Beer.
Do I have to get specific or can I say general?
Well, say general. I'll tell you if you have to get more specific.
Food.
Yeah, I guess I'll take that answer. It's restaurants, but that you guys got the last answer and the third to last answer. The number one answer was a car or a truck. Baseball equipment was number 2. Games or tickets was number 3. I mean, baseball commercials
So who
are
won?
during baseball games. Josh won with the restaurant one.
God dang it.
So Josh is currently ahead, I believe, 2-1. Is that
2
correct?
to 1. Yeah.
3-1.
You have 3.
So I got the first one, and then I got what I.
Yeah, you're
After
right.
breaks?
Josh is ahead 3-1.
All right.
All
So
right.
here, Adam's back
Time to
against
clutch
the
up.
wall.
really needs to hit this one right here.
Hey, good news. I clutched up last game, so let me do it again.
Other than Saquon Barkley's feet running all over NFL defenses, name something else that runs.
Your fridge.
Your car.
Ooh. The number one answer was water or a toilet. The number 2 answer was an engine or a car. The number 3 answer was a refrigerator. So
God, damn it.
Josh wins
Adam
that
gets
one
cooked
in a
4-1.
5-game take, almost swept. But let's keep going. We got 2 more. If you guys want to just do them for fun,
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah, consolation prize.
yeah, let's do it. Name another word people say for tush.
But
Josh?
Behind.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter what you say because butt was the number one answer.
I was going to say push. And I was like, wait, no.
That's immediately what I thought. I'm like, tush push?
All right, let's see. The last one.
Last of us? What?
All right, I'm gonna do. There's so many good ones. All right, you ready? Name something that's easier to catch than a baseball.
Cold.
Football.
Josh, that was the number one answer. Cold.
Sorry, buddy.
Cold? Really?
Yeah, the number one answer, 58 points, was a cold.
Dude, I clearly don't think like the masses, and I'm okay with that, but
I'm not a conformer. I'm a performer.
Other than playing in a big game, name an occasion for which you might wear lucky underwear.
A date.
That's the number one answer.
I was going to say your wedding.
Yo, Steve Harvey, where you at, buddy? Call me up. Put me on feud.
That is too funny.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do one more because this is just a runaway.
Okay, winner
Cool.
takes all. Let's go. I call
All
it.
right. Name something that has the word, or I'm sorry, not something. Oh yeah. Name something.
That's a bulk.
Name something that has the word super in it.
Man, Superman.
That is the number one answer.
I win everything. We called it. You agreed. You had no choice. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, I'll give you the win after you lost 5-2.
No. Good game, buddy. You crushed me. I was able to come back a little bit, but too little, too late. Like the Seminoles.
Yeah. So we got one more thing we're gonna close out this episode with. We're gonna make a strong, big, scary, ballsy, whatever adjective you want to throw here, take for the NFL 2025 season. So James, you want to go first?
Do you want me to go first? I can go first.
Yep, that's why I said James.
Foreshadowing, or actually throwback to my foreshadowing. James's fantasy football team in Dynasty from the Family Sleeper League that went two wins last year, terribly. One win all year, then won the first game and the last game. Horrible. Running backs absolutely let me down. Will win more than 2 games in the Family Sleeper League. No, I'm just kidding. That is going to happen, and that is a bold predicament, but our bold prediction. But my bold prediction is going to be that the Chicago Bears are going to have a top 15 offense.
Interesting, strong take, and I'm gonna stay right on par with you. My bold take is that Caleb Williams will finish as a top 8 quarterback in the 2025 season.
Tell me you guys have Caleb Williams on fantasy without telling me you have Caleb Williams.
Actually, I drafted Ben Johnson. That's
I
why
don't have Caleb. I have all the other players.
No, great takes, guys. I'm going super bold with this one because might as well ride the train while we got it. We finally have another two-way player coming in the NFL. Travis Hunter is going to have 5 touchdowns on offense and 5 picks on defense. And super bold, he's going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year and Defensive Rookie of the Year for the first time in NFL history. I'm just kidding. That's just way too bold. But no, he's going to go 5-5 on offense and defense. It'd be really cool to see. Obviously, he's a generational talent. But that is going to wrap it up for today's episode, guys.
I have one more before you wrap it up.
Going to almost wrap up today's episode.
The last one I got for you. The top quarterback in this draft will not be one of the first 3 picked. In 5 years, like down the road. The top quarterback looking back on this draft.
That in 5 years. We're not going to say this episode and come back 5 years later and check
Sure,
it.
why not? We better. You better clip it right now. The
Right
top
now.
quarterback in this draft will not be picked in the first 3 quarterbacks.
The closer you get to the microphone,
taken.
changes nothing. We can still hear you.
The top quarterback in this draft.
That's a good clip. We're just going to put that as our new intro right there. But that's going to wrap it up for us, guys. We appreciate you stopping by. We are so excited to continue to bring you more quality content in the sporting world, dabble in a little BS. My name is Adam, Josh, and James. Thank you so much, guys, and we'll see you next time.